The reason that people have the same experiences day to day, I've said this before, is because they have the same thoughts day to day. Typically, everybody thinks the same shit every single day, and therefore it makes it look like every day doesn't change, but it really does. You're always manifesting, so make sure that anytime you're thinking of any desires that you have at all, even if you're not actively manifesting them, remember you have to pay attention to the way you think about those things, because the way you think about those things are the experience you're going to have with them. So if you're trying to or you desire to have more money, but it's not a priority right now, something else is a priority, but you think about how you don't have enough money, you are selecting that state. You're selecting a version of you that doesn't have enough money, and also a version of you that is not or cannot or is not good at manifesting money. So you need to be careful of the way you think about things, because that's the experience you are selecting. Because the thing is about a state, you can't enter a state without thinking from it. You can't get into a state by thinking from another state. So you can't get into lucky state by thinking you're unlucky, because you are thinking from unlucky state. And the experiences that you have in unlucky state are not the same as the experiences in lucky state. So in order to get these experiences and be in this state, you have to think as the version of you that is lucky before you actually get lucky. So this is where I say everything starts with the mind. You can't force yourself into lucky state. You have to think your way into it. There is a version of you that is a master at manifesting, and you literally get every single thing you affirm for. There is a version of you that can instantly manifest. There is a version of you that can have anyone they want. There's a version of you that literally is rich for no reason. You know what I'm saying? There is a version of you for all these things that you desire. These are just the ones that I'm throwing off randomly. It's different per person because everyone has different desires. So there is a different version of you, meaning those are different states. So if you're in your undesired state right now, that's the version of yourself that you are selecting. You are always selecting something with your thoughts. So you might as well be selecting what you want. Any key unlocks your door, okay? Everything is a key for you if that's the case. Because at the end of the day, everything is an assumption. Everything is manifestation. Everything is malleable. Everything is changeable. Everything's a state. There is nothing solid or permanent. You can change anything to work for you. You can make anything work for you, because it's your selection. You're selecting your own experiences with your thoughts. So if you start thinking as the person that literally everything works for, then no matter what method you use, it's going to work, rather than your current predicament, which is nothing works for me. So we're switching from nothing works for me to everything works for me. So if I say that eating pizza brings my manifestation, then that's what it's going to be, because everything works for me. It becomes normal to your mind, and that creates the belief. When it is normal and you don't even doubt it anymore, that's when it's a belief. But guess what? You got the belief because you manifested it already. That's my point. The belief it became a belief because you successfully manifested it by controlling your thoughts, selecting the version of reality that you wanted to experience, and you stuck with it, and it became normal for you. And that is where the belief comes from. Think of any belief you have. Why do you have that belief? Because you have experienced something to confirm that that thing is true in your life, right? And it could be good or bad things. So it's the same system. Because what happens is we think and think and think and think on the same thing over and over. Then we start seeing evidence of it, and then we start believing it. And there comes the assumption. Okay? This is why I say you don't have to fully believe before it manifests, because it's you doing the same thing over and over in your mind, seeing the evidence of it, seeing that is what then creates the assumption, in my experience. You have to create your rules first. And the way that you create your rules is the same way you manifest anything else. How do we create an assumption? What makes a belief in us? Repetition, 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 experience, assumption. Because someone maybe made you feel insecure about the thing you want. It could be a manifestation coach that said, well, what's the reason that you actually want it? Do you actually want the money, or do you want the things the money can buy? I want you to get the confidence to say, I want whatever I want, and that's what I'm going to get. And it's not up to you. So the way you're going to embody this confidence is you're going to say, I deserve everything that I want. I am the master of my reality. I'm allowed to have anything that I want, and I do not have to explain myself.